Have you ever wondered why no one ever told you the truth about your own energy? Why something so natural, so close to you, has been hidden in plain sight? They hid it for one reason. If you discovered how your energy really works, no one could control you anymore. Because once you understand this, you no longer depend on outside approval, rituals, or authorities. You realize that the power shaping your life has always been inside you. That is why these teachings were banned, ridiculed, and buried. They are not abstract or symbolic. They are practical, direct, and too dangerous for those who profit from your confusion. There is a point within your body, like a subtle switch, that when awakened changes everything. Your energy field shifts. Your skin feels it. Your heart knows it. And even the world outside begins to respond differently. But most people never notice because they've been trained to look in the wrong place. Today, you are going to understand how to take hold of your vibration. No ritual, no charm, no guru standing in the middle. The truth is you are already radiating this power every moment. The problem is you've been doing it unconsciously, by accident. And when you live by accident, life feels random. But when you live with intention, everything changes. The unconscious person blames the world for their struggles. The half-awake person blames themselves. But the wise know that everything is energy in motion. Even now, you are broadcasting. A frequency leaves you every moment, moving through the air, touching everything around you, shaping invisible patterns. This cannot be paused or switched off. It is happening whether you believe it or not. Yet no one told you. Instead, they convinced you that reality is heavy, fixed, unchangeable, that you must accept it as it is. But that was a lie. Reality is not static. Reality responds. It bends. It mirrors back what you carry inside. Your thoughts are not locked in your head. They are living impulses. When they are tied to emotions, fear, anger, desire, joy, they grow stronger, like waves crashing outward. Have you noticed how a room grows heavy when someone enters with tension? Or how it feels lighter when someone walks in glowing with a real smile? That is the field. That is energy in action. And if this happens unconsciously, imagine what you could create if you directed it on purpose. The lie you were taught is that creation only happens in the physical world, through hands, words, or effort. But creation begins long before action. It begins in the unseen, with what you feel, what you believe, what you imagine over and over again. These inner vibrations carry weight, direction, and force. They build momentum, and the field reflects them back. This is why the same patterns keep repeating in your life. The same struggles, the same emotions, the same characters return again and again. Not as punishment, not as fate, but as resonance. You don't start controlling energy when you learn a technique. You start when you realize you've never stopped emitting it. The only difference between a victim and a master is awareness. Without awareness, you radiate fragments of confusion and unresolved feelings, and life mirrors back chaos. With awareness, you choose what you send, and that choice reshapes your reality. But the field doesn't respond to pretense. It responds to what is authentic. You can repeat affirmations, but if guilt or fear lives inside, the vibration is fractured. You can imagine success, But if your body is tight with anxiety, the field will not match. Energy cannot be tricked. It records what is true, even the parts you hide from yourself. That is why this path is powerful, because the field doesn't care about your job, your money, or your status. It only responds to vibration, and vibration shifts constantly with your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Your body is the greatest tool you have. It is the most sensitive radar. It feels energy long before the mind makes sense of it. Think of the heaviness you felt in certain rooms, the unease behind a fake smile, the chills that appeared with no explanation. These are not random. They are signals. The body receives them instantly. While the mind is busy doubting or analyzing, the body already knows. This intelligence speaks in subtle ways. Tingling in your hands when you connect deeply, heat in your spine when you align with truth, tightness in your stomach when something is off. These are not meaningless. They are vibrational responses, but most people ignore them, distract themselves, or laugh them away. Over time, they stop listening, but the body never stopped transmitting. You simply tuned out. The body is a radio, and the key to tuning it is breath. Breath is the bridge between worlds. Every inhale pulls energy in. Every exhale directs it. Breath is not just oxygen. It is command. Shallow, anxious breathing weakens the field. Deep conscious breathing stabilizes it. The first thing you did in this life was inhale. The last thing you'll do is exhale. Everything between is shaped by how you breathe. Babies breathe naturally with their bellies. But as fear and stress creep in, breath rises shallow and fast, as if always on alert. That's when you lose connection with the field. But returning is simple. Place a hand on your chest and one on your belly. Notice which rises first. If it's your chest, your pattern is reversed. Draw the breath deeper. Let your belly expand. Exhale slowly. Repeat. Each conscious breath reprograms your field. But even breath cannot hold if your energy is leaking. When your body wants rest, but your mind forces urgency. When your heart wants peace, but your thoughts replay guilt. When your soul seeks meaning, but your routines drain you, your energy collapses. The human being is made of three forces: body, soul, and spirit. The body grounds you. The soul bridges you. The spirit commands. When they are aligned, energy flows like a river. When they are divided, energy fractures, and life reflects that fracture back to you. Energy respects coherence, not words. Coherence is not perfection. It is alignment. When what you think, feel, and do move in the same direction, you radiate strength. Even with doubts, integrity between your inner parts creates power. What is fragmented inside shows up as chaos outside. But when your yes is true both within and without, your energy stabilizes and reality itself shifts. You are never not creating. You are never not broadcasting. The only question is whether you're doing it by accident or with intention. And once you see this truth, you can't unsee it. Life stops being something that just happens to you. It becomes something that responds to you. When your soul longs for silence and you keep running after distractions, you betray yourself. When your truth tries to rise, but you bury it out of fear of rejection, you suffocate your own essence. And when you repeat this, it forms a pattern. That pattern becomes a habit, and that habit turns into your identity. Soon you start to believe that inner conflict is simply what life is, that heaviness in the chest, tension in the body, and doubt in the mind are just part of adulthood. But that is not true. What it really means is that your energy has been caught inside a system you did not consciously choose, and the leaks continue until you awaken to it. True alignment is not just an idea or a theory. It can be touched. It can be felt in your body. It can be experienced in your hands. Most people were never shown this. No one told you that energy is something real, something tangible, something you can hold. But once you feel it directly, all doubt disappears because it is no longer about belief. It is about experience. And once you experience it, you cannot unknow it. Sit now with your spine upright, your feet flat on the ground, your eyes softly closed or half closed. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release it slowly through the mouth. Repeat this again and again until your thoughts quiet down, until your body feels calmer. Then rub your palms together firmly until heat builds between them, as if you are striking a spark. When you stop and slowly separate your hands by a few inches, notice what you feel. A tingling, a subtle magnetism, a pulse as if the air between your palms has gained weight. This is not imagination. This is your field responding to your awareness. Bring your hands closer, then apart again. You may feel a resistance, like an invisible elastic membrane between them. This is your energy weaving itself into form. If you continue, you can play with it, shaping it like a sphere. Move your palms gently in circles, as if spinning a ball of light. See it forming? Give it color, size, texture. Feel its density increase, its warmth grow stronger. It may even start to beat like a living heart outside of you. This is the confirmation you have always needed, not belief, but touch. Your body now knows that energy is real. And once the body knows, the mind no longer argues. The ancients taught that the body is an instrument, that the hands are extensions of the mind, and that wherever attention goes, form takes shape. They were not speaking of empty mysticism. They were pointing to vibrational command, to presence shaping reality. But once you awaken to this, a new responsibility arrives, because energy, once stirred, must be kept clean. Otherwise, it absorbs the residue of every place you go, every conversation you enter, every unseen vibration you cross. Your field can become polluted with other people's anger, fear, or sorrow without you noticing. Just standing in a room full of tension is enough. Just scrolling through a feed full of fear and comparison is enough. Your system absorbs, and the filter of your field begins to clog. And you feel it. That tiredness that no sleep heals. That fog that dulls your mind. That heaviness in your chest that showers cannot wash away. That sense of being dirty inside, even when your body is clean. This is why energetic hygiene is as essential as brushing your teeth. Your field needs cleansing. It needs release. It needs maintenance. Start simply. Breathe deeply, and when you exhale, imagine dark smoke leaving through your mouth. That smoke is dense energy leaving your system. Do it 3 times with presence, with sincerity, not mechanically. Then raise your palm, face it toward your body, and sweep downward from head to toe without touching, as if brushing away invisible dust. Move slowly, intentionally, and when you finish, shake your hands to release the residue. Notice the difference. Water is one of nature's greatest allies. A shower with coarse salt clears the field of what clings to it. Place salt at your feet. Let warm water run. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly and see the heaviness sliding down your body and into the drain. Add rosemary or lavender to not only cleanse, but to restore your energy. Do not wait until you feel heavy to do this. Do it regularly as prevention, and you will realize how much hidden weight you were carrying all along. Once your field is clean, the next step is protection. A cleansed field without protection is like a house with open windows. Light enters, but so does dust and noise. Protection is not isolation. It is preservation. Sit again, spine upright, eyes closed, and breathe deeply. Imagine a sphere of light forming around you. At first it hugs your body. Then it grows until you are surrounded. This bubble is alive, pulsing with your breath, shaped by your vibration. Choose its color: gold for strength, blue for calm, white for clarity. With each inhale, it expands. With each exhale, it strengthens. This is your shield, your sacred boundary, the signature of your presence in the world. But beyond cleansing and shielding, there is a higher power: transmutation. This is the art of turning pain into strength, fear into will, confusion into clarity. Energy is never evil. It is simply energy out of place, waiting to be transformed. And if it has come to you, it is because you already hold the power to reconfigure it. The next time pain rises in your chest or anxiety clouds your mind, stop. Do not run. Do not distract yourself. Do not throw it away. Place your awareness in your abdomen, just above the navel. This is your inner fire, your alchemical furnace. With each inhale, see a golden flame flicker there. With each exhale, feed it with your fear, your doubt, your heaviness. The flame consumes nothing. It transforms. What once was pain becomes fuel. What once was fear becomes light. You can amplify this with sound. Hum softly with closed lips, letting the vibration move through your chest and belly. This sound breaks apart stagnant energy, shakes loose what is stuck, and feeds your flame. See violet light surrounding you, dissolving dense energy, reorganizing your field. Then let gold light fill you, stabilizing and grounding your body. You can do this anywhere, anytime, in silence, in the car, before sleep, after a heavy day. This is your inner laboratory of transformation. The more you practice, the more sensitive you become. You will know instantly when your field is heavy, when it is clean, when it is strong. You will recognize what belongs to you and what you have absorbed from others. You will stop reacting blindly and instead recycle whatever comes. This is mastery. The ancients said the true master is not the one who escapes pain, but the one who makes it into wisdom. The world is not happening to you, it is happening through you. Every vibration you hold echoes back as events, people, conversations, and opportunities. And this is the shift. When you stop believing you are powerless, when you stop thinking life is only struggle, and when you begin to live as a conscious creator, cleansing, protecting, and transmuting your field, you move beyond survival into sovereignty. You stop waiting for the world to shape you. and you begin to shape the world from the inside out. When you look at the world around you, the chaos you see is never just random. Every storm outside is showing you something within. Life is not happening to you. It is happening through you and with you. The outer world is like a mirror that never lies. When you walk into a place and feel heaviness, density, or confusion, it's not simply the room. Part of that vibration is being answered inside you. What feels familiar, even uncomfortably familiar, resonates with something already in your own field. This is why the wisest ones always said, if you want to know yourself, look at what surrounds you. The outer world reflects the inner. And then, something deeper becomes clear. Your choices are never neutral. It may seem like some things don't matter, like a thought or a word disappears after it leaves your mouth. But nothing you think, nothing you speak, nothing you choose is ever neutral. Every single act sends a signal. Every choice is a vibration released into the unseen. That vibration travels. It moves into the fabric of life like ripples on water. Those ripples expand farther than your eyes can see, farther than your mind can imagine. And though they go far, they never vanish. They circle back. They always return. And when they return, they bring with them multiplied echoes of what you first released. This is how cycles form. This is how reality is created. So reality is not solid. It is not unchangeable. It is not some wall of stone that cannot move. Reality is alive. It is soft, sensitive, responsive, like water that takes the shape of the vessel it is poured into. Reality listens. Reality receives you. And then reality responds. What you vibrate, it rearranges itself to reflect. When you sustain that vibration, it begins to solidify. When you repeat it enough times, it crystallizes. When you live in it long enough, it becomes the pattern that defines your days. This is the hidden law of existence, one that has been whispered in every tradition. What you send out is what you live inside. Now think of all you have already done. You have walked through cleansing. You have stood inside the fire of protection. You have faced what was heavy, and you have transmuted it. You have let go of pieces of yourself that no longer served you. You have learned, again and again, that light is born from shadow when you dare to see it and not run. You have already been activating your field without even knowing the full extent of it. And now, after all this work, you arrive here, at the doorway of conscious creation. Now is the moment where you no longer simply react to what life shows you. Now is the moment you decide to take command of the frequency you live in. The first step is language. Words are not just words. They are frequencies wrapped in sound. They are seeds planted in the soil of reality. But not all words carry life. Some words are hollow. Some affirmations float around with no power because they have no roots in your story. You can say, I am abundant, 1,000 times, but if it doesn't ring true to your spirit, if it does not stir something in your blood, the vibration is empty. The universe does not respond to empty commands. It responds to living vibrations. This is why your phrase must come from you, not from a book, not from a list, not from someone else's lips. It must come from the place inside that has lived, that has suffered, that has risen. The phrase you choose must carry your truth. It must hold the weight of your journey and the spark of your becoming. It should move you when you say it. It should feel like a key turning in a lock. It should give you chills because your body knows when something is alive. It could sound like, I am the living presence of my power. It could be, everything I emit returns multiplied in balance. Or it could be something completely unique, a sentence no one else could have written but you. The test is simple. When you speak it, does it vibrate? If yes, that is your phrase. Now you add the body, because the body remembers. Memory does not live only in the mind. It lives in your skin, in your muscles, in your bones. This is why a gesture is so powerful. Choose a simple gesture that you can repeat every time you speak your phrase. Touch two fingers together. Place your hand over your chest. Bring your hand to the center of your forehead. Let it be natural. Let it be yours. When you repeat your phrase, perform the gesture. In time, the gesture itself will carry the memory of the vibration. Your body will learn it. Your field will learn it. The gesture becomes a trigger, an anchor, a signal to the universe that you are entering alignment. With repetition, it goes deeper. With repetition, it grows stronger. With repetition, it becomes unshakable. And then, if you wish to seal it further, choose an object to hold this frequency. It doesn't need to be extraordinary. The power does not lie in the object. It lies in you. It can be a crystal, a bracelet, a ring, a stone you found on the ground. Hold it in your hand. Speak your phrase. Make your gesture. Let the energy move from you into the object. Now it carries your frequency. From that moment forward, whenever you hold it, you are holding a reminder of your choice. Whenever you carry it, it whispers back to you the vibration you planted inside it. It becomes more than matter. It becomes an ally, a companion, a witness to your intention. And if you have come this far, if you have walked with me through these words, then pause now and say, I choose to vibrate with awareness. Write it, speak it, declare it. In this act, you are not only planting the choice within yourself, you are also sending it into the collective field. You are helping others remember too, because every time one of us awakens, the vibration ripples out to touch many. And here is the truth. This message is not just for you. It is for the many who will hear it through you, through your example, through the way your vibration begins to change your life. That is how this knowledge spreads, not only through words, but through presence. When you change your vibration, your reality shifts. When your reality shifts, people notice. When they notice, they ask. And when they ask, you carry the code that was once given to you. If this message has touched you, know that your support keeps it alive. Every contribution, no matter how small, is like water to a seed. It allows this stream to keep flowing so that more souls can drink from it. There is a link in the first pinned comment. Every offering matters. Every offering strengthens the field. And before you go, do not rush. The journey is not ending here. This is only the threshold. There is another door waiting for you. Another video that goes deeper into what you have just begun to awaken. It is not a random continuation. It is the natural unfolding of what your spirit is ready for. Do not ignore the nudge. Do not miss the key. Click it. Step into it, because it may hold the turning point your soul has been waiting for. And so here you stand, with the chaos around you, with the mirror of life reflecting back at you. with the knowledge that every choice vibrates into eternity. You know now that reality is not rigid. It is alive, responsive, sensitive. It listens to you. It shapes itself around you. You have the tools. You have the phrase. You have the gesture. You have the anchor. And now you have the choice to live unconsciously or to vibrate with awareness, to repeat old patterns or to create new ones, to be at the mercy of life or to command life with your vibration. The mirror waits for you. The field listens, and the universe is ready to respond.